So evening yogis, just take yourself to your mat, either seated or lying down, whatever your body needs today. And also just being aware of anything that is a little bit achy today, any of the joints. Listening to Satya, which is truth, and Ahimsa, non-harm. And just adjusting anything that you need to, any pose that I suggest that doesn't feel quite right, either adapt it yourself or purely just come out and just have a little bit extra time lying in Shavasana. So we'll just start practice this evening as we usually do, just a few moments where we ground and settle. And we just take a few deep breaths. Relaxing the shoulders, softening through the neck and face. And maybe it's nice just to sort of release the jaw and just wiggle the lower jaw from side to side a few times and just feel that nice release. Take a few moments to check in with how you're feeling. And thinking about whether your practice needs to be gentle this evening, whether you want to focus on your breath or the mental dialogue. Have a moment to ground your energies through your tailbone or through the soles of your feet. And just with a few more moments, focusing on the inhale and the exhale. And we're going to practice Tratak this evening, which is candle gazing. So if you have a candle handy, if you just need a few moments to just go and grab one, then please do. And anyone who's lying down, just hug your knees in. Have a few moments to rock on your spine. And then coming up to seated gently. And get comfortable in a seated position. So either on a meditation cushion, and you don't have to cross your legs if the joints hurt, so you can extend your legs outwards. Even if at this point you need to, you can just choose to sit on a chair, whatever is comfortable for you. Always listen to your comfort first. So if you do have a candle and you have got something that you can sort of bring it a little bit more to eye level, you can't always do that. It's not always easy, but I have got a block here and I'm just going to be very careful as I light the candle. And just pop it on the, I'm popping it on a block just so it's a little bit higher than floor level. If you've got a little table or something, then that's lovely too. So Tratak, candle gazing. The purpose of this is to withdraw our senses periodically and to become quiet, and it is a really lovely way to lead into a meditation practice. So we can rest our hands to Dhyana Mudra in our lap, and we're going to just gaze at the heart of the flame, not the tip or the base, but the heart of the flame. Try and keep the eyes from blinking. If they blink, then just start to close them for a moment and watch the image in your mind's eye. And then when you're ready, open them again. So we periodically have the eyes open and then we close them, see the image. And then when we're ready, we open them again. So it's a cycle of gazing at the flame. So I'm going to pop 5 minutes on our timer. And when you're ready, just settling into this lovely practice. Don't worry if your eyes start to sort of water a little bit, that's fine. You can just close the eyes when you're ready. Just relaxing with gentle breath. And when you're ready, just close them. Everyone will be different. When you feel ready, just opening eyes. And just closing whenever you're ready. Notice when you gaze at the flame if your eyes are quite steady or whether they tend to dart around a little. And we'll just have a few more moments with Tratak. If you'd just like to close your eyes, or if they're already closed, just keep them closed for a moment. And just absorbing the practice. How does it make you feel? And then when you're ready, just blink the eyes open. Notice how that feels, whether you feel like you've been gazing at the sun and you've got a funny kind of colour in your eyes. If you wish, you can keep your candle light if it's somewhere safe. Or I'm going to just blow mine out just for safety reasons. And our first pose we're going to come into is caterpillar. So a nice gentle forward fold. If you've got a few problems with your knees this evening, you might like to use a little blanket. I'm going to grab just a little rolled blanket and pop it under the knees, just to soften this pose a little. So just gently, when you're ready, folding forward. If you haven't got a blanket, you can use just a small cushion or anything just that's soft, that rolls under that knee area. And then just gently coming forward. Allow the legs to relax. You might find there's a tendency for when you really relax them, they really rotate outwards. And that's fine. And just letting your body fold forwards, relaxing the neck and face. As you gently soften into this stretch, you can relax the upper arms and back. And keep looking for tension wherever it decides to creep back in. And with all of our poses this evening, if there's a certain area that just needs a little bit more healing, nurturing, we can use our time in the poses to direct healing there. So if it is knees and hips, then as you breathe in, imagine a beautiful blue light traveling to your knees and your hips, and ask for healing. Ask the energy in the universe for healing, and saying thank you as well, assuming that you will receive. And just imagine beautiful blue light surrounding the areas that are a little tender. Allow yourself to surrender to this pose. Enjoying any relief that you're feeling in the body. And we will gently just take a couple more breaths. And slowly, slowly lift up. Popping any props or supports aside and just lying back. Find neutral pose. And just roll down ever so slowly, feeling whatever you feel. And with a nice deep breath, let everything soften and relax here. Again, keep that image of blue healing light to certain areas, or maybe you'd like just to feel that blue light everywhere above you and around you and within you. Asking guides or anyone for healing. We have to ask, otherwise we can't receive. And as you lie here, letting everything soften, buttocks, back, arms. Just tuning into whatever feedback your body gives you. And then when you're ready, let's draw our right knee in and then the left. Have a moment just to enjoy this gentle rock. Take a few conscious deep breaths here as well. And then when we're ready, we're going to come up into Sphinx. So roll up gently. And again, you might find that you want some props this evening. I'm going to use a cushion. So we've brought the body forwards with caterpillar. We're just going to counterpose that curve to the spine with seal. And if you'd like a block for your head, you can use that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This evening I'll give it a go. Whatever you can use to sort of release the need for any muscle activation in the body. So relax your legs. Notice the sensation that you're getting in your lower back, and if you need to, just take your elbows further wider so that you lower down a little bit more. It's less intense. Notice every time that your legs tense up. And just keep rotating awareness everywhere. Enjoy the breath. Relax the back and buttocks. Try and soften through your wrists and your fingers. And releasing any tension in your face. If you need to lower yourself down even more, then please do. How does your back feel this evening? Enjoy your breath. And we'll take a few more breaths. Gently lifting up. And you can roll, stay on your belly if you want to. I always prefer to work my way to my back. Whatever feels right for you. And we'll come down and just enjoy how it feels and be curious as to how it feels through the back, having come forward and gently backwards now. Tuning in. How does your body feel? Relaxing shoulders and arms are just softly away from the body. Enjoying how your breath feels. And we're going to just hug the knees in. Have a little rock. We're going to come into banana. So drawing feet to lower right corner, right foot over the left. And then just gently bringing the shoulders up to the top right corner. And just adjust sort of the buttocks and lower part of the body. As we come into this shape of a banana where we stretch through the left-hand side. Deep breaths. I'm feeling the breath move into that left side of our body, Ida, feminine side. Try and relax your buttocks and your lower back. Nice deep breaths. Notice if you can relax your feet and ankles. Soften through the neck and face. Just keep letting go. Notice what's going through your mind, what thoughts, what feelings are moving through you. Are the thoughts positive or negative? Can we become conscious and make them a little bit more loving, peaceful? Still sending lovely blue healing light to any part of the body that just needs that extra nurturing today. And gently aware of your breath. Really honing in on just this left side that feels like it's moving more. When we're ready, we'll just take a couple of breaths. And ever so slowly, just lifting the upper body, bringing the feet, legs back into center. And just adjusting yourself to so you feel like you're in alignment with your spine. Have a few moments here, just noticing. Complete awareness on all sensations in the body. Being curious as to any coolness or tingling that you feel after that pose, where you're feeling it. And then maybe if you want to, you can just bring the knees in. before we come into the other side, just have a little rock. It kind of just allows us to forget the sensation from the other side and come into this new side with a fresh awareness. Let's bring our legs down and over to the left, lower left corner, left foot over the right, and then just shuffling our shoulders, to the top left as well. So feet and shoulders all towards the left-hand corners. And we're feeling this lovely stretch in the right-hand side of the body now. Pingala, masculine side. Let the arms relax. Just try and release through the buttocks and the sides of the waist. Lovely deep breaths. Try to relax the sides of your body and the back of your neck. Release through your jaw. Just looking for any place you can allow softness into the body. Check in with your lower back and the buttocks. How does this pose make you feel this evening? Can you just really let go and be in the moment without thinking what's next or how long? Just enjoying everything that you're feeling as you breathe. All the parts of our body that move. Can you relax your eyes, and are your eyes tight if they're closed? Noticing where your breath moves the body. What side of these banana poses feels better for you? If there are issues around this outside of the body, the hip, then perhaps being more gentle this side feels better this evening. Lovely for the gallbladder channel. this particular pose. So we'll take a couple more breaths. And then really slowly, in your own time, just shuffling the shoulders back to center. And then returning feet into neutral spine. And really notice that after effect. I only really moved a few inches top and bottom. But noticing the feelings. Relax, face, neck, arms. And letting any sensations just fade away now. We'll gently bring our knees in, one at a time. Again, even when you do this, notice if anything feels a little bit achy and you have to adjust for this pose too. You might like to bring the head up, stretch through the back more. And then we're going to come into two more poses, both of which are really gentle. So bench, little cushions needed for this one. And I like to put the cushion just a few inches away from the back and just lie back. And you might want to adjust this yourself so that you're not curving too much into lumbar. It's more of the upper body and chest that we curve into and open. And then just let the head relax back. If you need additional support under the neck, a small rolled up blanket or towel is perfect. Let's relax through our legs. Have a nice sigh. And start to really just let this cushion support you. Relaxing the shoulders and arms and hands. And taking lovely deep breaths. Even if you can't see the belly, you can feel it rise and fall. How does this pose feel in your body this evening? A lovely supportive pose, opening our heart. There's a lot of sadness and upset in the world at the moment. And so opening our heart, just sending love to everybody without judgment, all sides of a situation, because unless we've been in other situations, we can't truly understand it. Sending prayers for peace and love is all we can do sometimes. Begin with peace and love in ourselves is where it then radiates out. Breathing into your belly. Keep relaxing anything that you find, even the slightest bit of tension through your face and jaw. When we're ready, we're going to slowly lift the head. And then just lifting our body a little bit, pull out the cushion you've been lying on and just come down ever so slowly. Relax back, feeling the difference that that cushion made. Tune into your heart center, Anahata. Perhaps visualize a beautiful green and pink at the heart. The green like nature, and pink for unconditional love. And if you can visualize any parts of the world or people that you know that need love and care, maybe you can surround them in a beautiful pink light. Be relaxing. And with just one more breath here, we'll bring our knees in. And our last pose is always a lovely one, waterfall, which I know many people like this one. A lovely inversion and a gentle one as well. So again, with your cushions, if they're still handy, we're just going to lift the bottom a little bit, put the cushion under there, just so it's like a little wedge, and raise the legs up. If you wish, and you have a blanket handy, you can always put the blanket over your feet, like a waterfall. This is quite a cozy or sort of a variation on this pose. Only if you've got one handy and it feels right, then you can do this. So let's just raise the legs, relax back. If you've got a wall that you can swing your legs onto, then that is even better. Otherwise, just raising legs. They don't have to be straight. You can have a nice bend in the knee. And if you have any knee issues, I would suggest a nice generous bend to be comfortable. And gently just tune into your breath. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Gently tune into your breath. Feel the belly rise and the chest lift as we breathe. If at any time you need to drop your legs or lower down, please do. This is a really wonderful pose for the heart, resting the heart, allowing all the lymph to flow back in the opposite direction in the body. And if your eyes are closed here, you can tune into your third eye, Ajna chakra between your brows. Maybe see a lovely indigo or purple colour that might come to mind. Linked with your intuition and wisdom. Your inner vision as well as your outer vision. Just enjoying a few more deep breaths here. And then ever so gently in your own time, perhaps just bend the knees and lower the feet down for a moment. And then you can remove the cushion and just slide your legs down to the mat. If you have a blanket over you, you can just have a moment resting here in neutral. Just tune into how that pose felt and the after effects. After any pose in yin, this space in between, this pause before anything else is so vital and gives us the opportunity to really listen to our body. If we move through to the next pose, we miss that opportunity to absorb our body's wisdom. So as we just take a few more breaths here, just feeling this softness, we're going to come into relaxation. If you wish to remain lying down with a blanket over you and cushions under the knees, please do. If you want to come to seated and you feel more happy sitting in a meditative position, you can. Please always choose what's right for you. And if you wish a little blanket over you or around your shoulders, now's the time to just grab something that feels warm and cozy and nurturing and loving for you. You might not be cold, but it might just feel nice to snuggle into a soft blanket. As the nights draw in and it's getting a little darker, it's lovely to just cozy up. We're going to take some time now just to rest and relax. So just soften through the body in whatever pose you've decided. Take a few deep breaths, allow everything to relax. No need to have any tension anywhere. Awareness of where you may have physical sensation, but just allowing that to slip through your mind like a cloud just passes by. I'd like you to imagine that you're on a moonlit walk. Maybe one of those walks where you've been on holiday. And you can go out at night and it's just lovely and warm. You don't need any additional clothing. Perhaps you're walking by the water's edge, on a promenade by the sea. And there are a few little tavernas and restaurants with little glowing lights that light your way, or soft street lamps. And to one side, you see the sea. Beautiful full moon, creating a lovely long silver line, a ripply silver line across the waves. A clear night, and you can see all the other stars just twinkling around. And if you're like me, you may gaze up and look for some of the shapes and designs of constellations that you know. There may be a little bit of hustle and bustle of people talking and socializing with loved ones and friends in the tavernas nearby. And on the other side, you just hear the waves just coming up a dark black beach. Maybe you can turn towards the beach and find somewhere to settle and sit. And there may be a little light where you see the waves just rolling up the beach. Or maybe you just decide to meditate and gaze at the lovely silvery white line from the moon along the water towards you. Take some time in this stillness to enjoy just being within yourself. When you're ready, just draw your mind back from the visualization or wherever you wandered off to. And slowly come back to your body where you're sitting or lying. Feel your breath, the inhale and exhale. Coming into this present moment. And those of you lying down, just hug the knees in gently now. If you're already seated, you can just have a roll of the shoulders and the head and neck, perhaps. And then gently rolling up to seated. Have a moment just to ground yourself down and settle once more. And then when you're ready, just draw your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Om Shanti. Namaste.